put in our graduated cylinder here. Now the first thing I'm going to put in is some hydrogen peroxide. Now you guys probably have some hydrogen peroxide in your medicine cabinet at home. So I want you to think about why you have hydrogen peroxide in your medicine cabinet. Now what you have in your medicine cabinet is about 3% hydrogen peroxide. This is 30% hydrogen peroxide. So it's about 10 times as concentrated, but it's the same compound. The next thing I'm going to put in is some dish soap. Exactly that much. Now the next thing I'm going to put in is some, again, the soap has nothing to do with the reaction, it's just going to help us observe it better. The next thing I'm going to put in is some food coloring, which also has nothing to do with the reaction, just makes it pretty. No reason your science can't be pretty. A little bit of red. And a little bit of blue. Now the next thing I'm going to put in is some potassium iodide. Now you don't have potassium iodide per se in your body, but what you have is an enzyme called catalase. And when either potassium iodide or catalase runs into hydrogen peroxide, it does something kind of like this. I still can't figure out why they call it elephant toothpaste. On a side note, you can see why we don't use brown food coloring, because then it would be elephant something else. Cheap joke, but you go with what you got. So what's going on here? So why do you have hydrogen peroxide in your medicine cabinet? What do you use it for at home? Use it for cuts and scrapes and things like that to keep it from getting infected. So what happens here is that enzyme, like the potassium iodide, breaks the hydrogen peroxide down into oxygen gas. And these are all oxygen bubbles. This helps us observe that. And that pure oxygen environment is a bad environment for bacteria to grow in. So next time you get a cut or a scrape, or hopefully you don't get a cut or a scrape, next time somebody at home is cooking steak or hamburgers or something like that, that raw meat, if it's fresh, still has that enzyme in it. So raw meat, like a Dixie cup or something, and pour hydrogen peroxide in it, you'll see the oxygen bubbles forming around that meat. Again, it won't be big and foamy like this, but again, you can still observe the process. All right, that's going to keep oozing for a little bit.